back to the corner there, George. He did kind of shake his head a little bit at Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis. The conversation.
Dave Allen just quit. What was that, round number 8? Between round number 7 and 8? I want to know what the fuck happened. Oh, my gosh. He wasn't getting dominated. I mean, yeah, he was losing the fight. And Frazer Clarke had 2-point deductions and a third very close one. Disappointing. On TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360, we're going to do some jump cuts because I want to know what it just happened so abruptly. It's the type of quit in the corner that you didn't really see coming, because he did have a puncher's chance going into, round number 8. And then the possibility of Frazer Clarke getting disqualified. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not that high on Frazer Clarke. I don't really see. He's 32 years old for one, 7-0, going to 8-0 with 5-6 KOs. I don't really see a special talent. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He can box. He can jab. He's got to keep the body shots up. Dave Allen's belt is a little funky. But let me see what they're saying if we can hear anything.
Just hoping we might be able to hear a little bit of that, but it's so noisy in here. And this is right at the end of the round. He walks back to the corner, a little bit of a shake of head, and then you can see him just working that jaw.
Think he's got his jaw broke?
Referee Mark Lyson just collecting the slips, and then Jamie Moore goes over and tells him that it's over. 6 rounds in.
You think he got his jaw broke? It was between rounds 6 and 7.
In earlier days, that's exactly the kind of thing that Alan may have just recklessly continued with, that kind of injury. So it's good to see him pull himself out, essentially, if he's got damage to the jaw, because another blow on it, and that could be catastrophic, really.
I think it's his ear as well, Andrew.
I need some confirmation.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it wasn't an abrupt quit, though.
Mark Lyson calls a stop to this contest at the end of the 6th round, declaring your winner due to a corner retirement and still undefeated, Frazer Big Fraze Clarke.
So Frazer Clarke gets the win by stoppage. The conversation between the pair of them is continuing here.
All right, let me mute. Let me see if we can get an interview, because you can't hear anything that they're saying. So I was saying that Frazer Clarke, being a fringe contender, is he ranked anywhere? Is he ranked anywhere? Let's see, Frazer. Not by the WBC, not by the WBA. Fabio Wardley is ranked by the WBA at number 12. Neither by the IBF or by the WBO. Eddie Hearn's trying to put on Fabio Wardley versus David Adelaide. And if you don't know the controversy, Fabio Wardley and Frazer Clarke was put into the fight. For them, the fight was put into a purse bid where Eddie Hearn of Matchroom was confident he would win the purse bid to stage the fight, and he would have promotional rights for Frazer Clarke. Well, long story short, from what I'm gathering from the story here as I put everything together, is that Ben Shalom, the current promoter of Frazer Clarke, isn't too confident that Frazer Clarke would beat Fabio Wardley, especially if Fabio Wardley goes to another promotion, loses, and then Shalom would have to build him back up again. But at the end of the day, he's 32 years old. Like, what are you doing here? And he's not ranked by any major sanctioning body in the top 15. So therefore, he's not even eligible to get a title shot. Am I missing something? I don't see him. So that move is kind of mind-boggling for a fighter, but from the understanding from a promoter, it looks really bad on Ben Shalom. So what we're doing is we're waiting to see if we're going to get a post-fight interview, because they didn't cut away. Here, let me turn it up. Oh, here we are. Let's see what he has to say.
Anyway, let's go down to ringside. Andy is with Frazer Clarke.
Frazer Clarke, congratulations, a win. It's probably not how you wanted it to end or how you thought it would end, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, all credit to Dave. First of all, rest in peace, Levi Coleman. God bless you, brother. Yeah, not vintage again, but if you're going to learn on the job, let me tell you, Dave Mann is the man to do it with. Feet were a bit lackluster, but there's some good stuff in there as well. Yeah, he's a tough man, like I knew he would be. I tried my variation, and it didn't backfire on me. Listen, it's a fighting game, and I'm a clean fighter. If it strayed low in the heat of battle, then I apologise to Dave right now. It was never intentional. But I felt a few of them was good shots, and I felt like him being an experienced pro with an experienced corner, they tried to manipulate the referee. You know, they've obviously followed the media of what's been going on the last few weeks, and, you know, fair play to them. They tried to use their advantage.
Yeah, so Dave retired with a perforated eardrum, so we hope he's okay. On that particularly, once you've had 2 points off though, are you running the risk by going back down there? Whether you agree or not, you were running the risk of another point and then down the line of disqualification?
You're on a tightrope, aren't you? You're on a massive tightrope. But I don't believe in risking it and not doing it. I believe it makes the people cautious of the area, and I believe it leaves other gaps. I trust in my ability to land the shots properly afterwards. And once again, they might have strayed, they might not have. But I trust in myself, and I believed if I kept going to the body, them shots were genuine and they were hurting him.
Yeah, did you believe that you were breaking down? He is always dangerous, and he was always dangerous. You got a nick over the eye and a little welt under the eye. That's the nature of the business.
Yeah, the coach, Angel in the corner, he weren't mad at me. Carrying that low lead and a trait I've got to get out of. But in the heat of battle, you know, things happen. And I managed to just, you know, stay on my feet a couple of times. They made some good shots, more on the inside, you know, them little clubby ones around the head. They really do scramble your brain, but like I said to him in the ring, he's an experienced man. He knows what he's doing. Just pre-warning all of you fans of his, he'll be making a joke about it later on his Instagram, saying there were low blows, but he's clever. He wants a rematch, he wants more dough. I understand it and I get it, but I'm going to go back to the gym and improve. I need to look after my body for a little bit now, a few weeks off. Back to the gym, improve and go again.
What's next for you? There's a host of names. Dennis Hobson making his thoughts known there, calling for a rematch. You've got the likes of Wardley, Adelaide, and Jamie TKV, who's in studio tonight for us.
Yeah, Dennis Hobson's over here, like a fake dull boy trying to spin a deal. He wants some more rematch. Probably Rob Davies' whole career and probably looking to do it again, so I can understand that. But he won't be getting a rematch, and I'll be moving on. Them names you said, you know, they're all great names, and I'll look at that and take optimism from it. But believe me, I'm going to go back to the gym and keep on proving, because God knows I need to.
Yeah, apologies for one or two of those comments there. Wish you all the best luck. Get well soon with niggling injuries, and see you soon.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that they and then look, they didn't pull in Ben. They didn't pull in Ben to ask what was going to go on with him, because he's in some controversy for pulling him out of the purse bid. But I'm surprised they mentioned Wardley's name, you know, because that's the fight people want to see. But with that said, let me get up out of here. Get ready for the Adam Aziz is next, right? His name Azim, my bad. Yeah, so I'm not really interested in that fight, so I'm going to go take my dog out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm TstreeT Controversy with 5v360.